In the spirit of Christmas, one story says it all when it comes to mischief, mayhem, and movies, and that is the 1984 classic Gremlins. Written by Chris Columbus and directed by Joe Dante, Gremlins tells the story of Billy Peltzer, a high school boy who gets the ultimate Christmas present from his dad, a Mogwai. Now, there are three very important rules when caring for your Mogwai pet. First, do not expose them to light, for it can kill them. Second, do not get your Mogwai wet or give it water to drink. And lastly, whatever you do, do not feed them after midnight. When Billy breaks those rules, the Mogwai creature named Gizmo multiplies, giving birth to dozens of baby gremlins who terrorize the small town where Billy lives, causing more mischief and mayhem than he can handle. Gremlins is a tale that has reached beyond the boundaries of fun Christmas films and will forever go down as being the way that the filmmakers used this story technique brought a sorry, a bunch of gremlins hijacked my video. Hold on here. Okay, there we go. Now back to your regular scheduled program. What makes Gremlins so special is the story involved. Chris Columbus originally wrote this story being extremely violent, a horror movie for adults, all set during Christmas. Steven Spielberg, who was a producer on the film, loved Columbus's script so much he told him to tone down the violence so it could appeal to more of an audience. Chris Columbus always tells this story and believed that Spielberg gave him the right advice because Gremlins does appeal to more of an audience, but the violence is still in there, just done in a more disturbing yet comedic way. The gremlin creatures were 100% real puppetry. There was no computer-generated effects in the movie's entirety. Each gremlin animatronic puppet cost $30,000 to $40,000 a piece, which was a huge chunk of the movie's production. Because the gremlins were so expensive to make and to maintain, to save costs, the film was shot on Universal's backlot using the same set that Back to the Future used. If you look really close, all of the buildings are identical and the locations are exactly the same. However, they tried to change the look of the set by adding snow and Christmas lights along with a few other tiny details to make the environment look different. Originally supposed to come out on Christmas Day, the film ran into scheduling troubles because of two very big movies that were coming out that year, one being Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, and the other being Ghostbusters. Gremlins instead was pushed for a summer season film in which the producers thought the little competition would be good for the movie. Chris Columbus came up with the idea for Gremlins while living in a shady New York apartment building. At night, when the lights were out, he could hear the pitter-patter of mice crawling under his bed, and he imagined them being something horrific rather than mice. Although the Gremlins have no dialogue in the film, their voices and sounds were dubbed by voice actor Frank Welker, while comedian and actor Howie Mandel provided the voice for Gizmo. Gremlins, alongside Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, was so severe with language and violence that these two iconic films helped spawn the PG-13 rating system here in America. When Gremlins came out, it was a huge success and was very popular amongst teenagers who had become tired of the traditional Disney feel-good films of the day. They wanted something different, and Gremlins was the answer. The film over time has become a treasured gem, and the special effects still look as good today as they did when the film came out. Gremlins is a special film packed with laughs and a morbidly violent look at the Christmas present from hell.
I warned you, friend! What are they? They're here. Oh, they've come for me. They've come. I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready.